Hello everyone, today is Tuesday, May 15th. It's 3:21 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. It's about 40 minutes before the regular session close. On my right is my computer clock. You can see the date and time. And on my left is the time and sales for the EMini S&P, currently trading at 2704. Okay, a couple things to discuss today. First up is the NASDAQ on a 1597 Heikin Ashi chart, and we have a live short position. You can see our limit order got filled here. We are currently short two contracts with an open P&L of about 200 and a closed P&L of 1495. So I'm going to move the stop a little bit closer here to just minus a couple of ticks if it reverses. But on this chart here, we drew down not very much, only about $80, $40 a contract. Actually, I take that back. There was more trades here. Let me go back to the beginning. So we started out, we actually didn't have a negative drawdown. We started out with a nice winning trade here and then came up and then had a couple of losers and pulled back to just above break even. Then we came back here. So anyway, we'll see how this position ultimately closes. Okay, back to our winning charts for today. Again, we see the DAX on the 150 Heikin Ashi chart, and this was a little more active than yesterday, but still came up and hit its goal of 2550 with no slippage. Okay, the NASDAQ on a Super Renko 10 tick did 1980 for the day. The goal on this is 2000, so we definitely hit our goal. And it was moderately active today, but no negative drawdown, as you can see here. And this is just on a regular Renko chart. Okay, the bonds have been somewhat asleep for a little while and coming back to life here on the Super Renko 2 tick with our line break logic. A big down move in the bonds here. We did not hit our goal. Our goal is pretty lofty on this at 2500, but still did 1500 with very little drawdown. Okay, the crude oil on a Super Renko 6 tick with our line break logic. This was moderately active today and looks like it drew down about $600 or $300 per contract and then came back strong after the noon hour with these three back-to-back winners and took us out of the hole all the way to, I believe, all the way to our goal of 1030. So we had one tick slippage, so pretty nice comeback on the crude. Okay, next up is the EMini S&P on a Super Renko 4 tick. This has a higher time frame filter, so the higher time frame filter on this chart is a Super Renko 6 tick, and we hit our goal of 1050 with a couple of ticks of slippage. This chart has been real good for us, the Super Renko 4 tick with the higher time frame filter on the ES. Okay, the crude oil on a Precision Renko chart 8150 did 1000 for the day, and our goal on this is 1000. So we hit our goal with no slippage, very little drawdown here, less than $100. This is using our line break logic. Okay, the NASDAQ on a 987 Heikin Ashi chart, this drew down about $450 and came back to close at 995. The goal on this is 1000. Okay, we're seeing some life in the gold contract. Looks like there was, we did 960 for the day, and looks like we did that on about four trades here. There was a kind of a break-even short trade here, and then three winners in a row brought us to 960. The goal on this is 1000. Okay, the Dow EMini contract on a 1597 Heikin Ashi chart with a higher time frame filter did 975. Our goal on this is very high at 5500, so I'm just obviously letting this run, but 975 still respectable on the Dow EMini. Okay, a modest gain on the EMini S&P 1597 Heikin Ashi chart. This had a substantial drawdown of about $400 per contract in the early going, but managed to recover and finish positive. Okay, the EMini S&P on a regular 5 Renko chart, I believe, hit its goal of 1,000. Bunch of nice trades here, a couple of small losers, and this is the template here and our goal of 1,000. Okay, the EMini S&P that starts trading at 12:30 noon has actually been a really consistent chart. We have a modest goal of 750 on this chart, and it had 3 trades, 2 winners and 1 loser, and came up to our goal of 750. We obviously had some slippage, but still, this has been a pretty good chart, only trading a couple hours a day. Okay, the EMini S&P with a 3-minute higher time frame filter had 1 trade here, good for 437.50, which is about 32 ticks or so. That's pretty good on 2 contracts. Okay, last but not least is the EMini S&P on a Super Renko 2 tick. This has been super consistent for us. Very active today. It made an equity high of over $500 before running into some trouble here, but still finished positive for the day. So this is, like I said, this has been very consistent for us. That's all for today's video. Thanks for